All right, we're about to crack open an ancient Buddhist text, the Compassionate Flower Sutra, but probably not in the way you'd expect. We're going to treat it, well, like it's a piece of software.
So let's just jump right in with this question, because the answer the sutra gives is less like a spiritual diary and a lot more like a cosmic design specification for enlightenment itself.
You see, this isn't about one person's lonely journey up a mountain. The sutra describes a system, a scalable, repeatable process, almost like a framework for batch-generating Buddhas across countless universes.
Okay, so to really get how this cosmic factory operates, we can actually break it down into a pretty clear three-layer architecture, kind of like you'd find in any modern software system.
It all kicks off with a vow. This is the intent, right? The product roadmap, so to speak. A future Buddha, a bodhisattva, defines the world they want to create. Next up, that whole plan has to be authorized. An existing Buddha gives the final sign-off, the cosmic commit. And then, finally, the vow is executed. It gets deployed across the multiverse, and poof, it becomes reality.
Now this is where it gets really fascinating. Different bodhisattvas act like these specialized designers, or maybe product managers, each with their own completely unique strategy for the world they're building.
Let's take Shangsho Bodhisattva as our first example. You can seriously think of him as the ultimate user experience designer. His entire focus is on creating a world where spiritual practice is just effortless. It's the default state for absolutely everyone.
Just look at his design specs here. He's not just vowing to work harder himself, no. He's designing a system where the users, all the beings in his world, are basically set up for success by default. It's all about creating a completely frictionless path to enlightenment for everyone else. Then, on the complete other end of the spectrum, you've got Haidizun Bodhisattva. He comes at the design process with a really critical strategic question. Should I build my project in a nice, clean, easy environment, or should I go tackle a really difficult one? And this right here is a core insight of the entire system. What the text is saying is that true compassion isn't about taking the easy way out. It's about choosing to play on hard mode, going where the suffering is the worst, because that's where you can have the biggest possible impact.
All right, let's get into the source code that's powering all these cosmic designers. The sutra basically lays out what we can call a Bodhi operating system, or Bodhias. This is the fundamental algorithm for reaching enlightenment.
The entire operating system is built on one simple, core principle. You can see it in the paths laid out here. Any action that's driven by self-interest is basically a failure path. It's a bug in the code. The system only works, the vow only gets fulfilled, when the intention is purely 100% for the benefit of others.
So the core functions of this Bodhi OS are the 6 perfections you see here. But I want you to think of them less like abstract virtues and more like the essential APIs a designer has to use. For instance, generosity isn't just about giving stuff away. It's the function that lets you transfer merit and positive energy within the system. These are the actual tools that make the whole thing run.
So, the most crucial point is this. Becoming a Buddha isn't about adding something new to yourself, like learning a new skill. It's about running a program that completely removes the self from the equation, until all that's left is pure, altruistic function.
But look, this isn't just some abstract cosmic philosophy. The text actually gives us some really explosive takeaways that can completely reframe our own role in the world.
This just flips our whole understanding of the world on its head. It's not that the world just happens to us. Our intention, our vow, is the code that literally writes the reality we get to experience. This one completely reframes the whole purpose of personal development. The goal suddenly shifts from just simple self-improvement to becoming a systems designer, someone who architects solutions for the benefit of everyone.
And there it is. This confirms the entire premise we started with. Buddhahood is the final output. It's the successful launch of a massive, large-scale design and deployment process that all started with a single, incredibly powerful intention.
Ultimately, what this ancient text is doing is handing you the blueprint. It's saying you are the system architect, and the world you create is defined by the ambition and the selflessness of your own vows.
And that leaves us with the ultimate design question, doesn't it? The one that defines the entire scope of our project and our world. The first and most important choice isn't about you, it's about who you will serve.